Hi everyone, it's your girl Robin Shockley with Focus Forward with Robin on the go. You never know where I'm going to be. I'm here in Duncan, South Carolina, representing the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast. What this podcast is all about community give back. It's about people that come on this show to share their stories of why they do what they do, but to bring awareness, enlightenment, and encouragement to the next person. Maybe they've been through a trial, maybe they've had some trauma in their life, or maybe they're out doing community service and trying to make a difference, and I give them that platform to share that. So today we have one of my very special friends who not only has her own podcast we're going to talk about, she is also a writer for my magazine, the Single Women in Focus Today S.W.I.F.T magazine. Now, she is not single, but she writes motivation and inspirational messages towards that single woman who is trying to stay in focus today. And I so appreciate you being with me here today, Freda.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. This is Miss Freda Campbell.
Hello.
So, Freda, tell us a little bit about the things that you got going on in your life and what you're doing.
Okay, well, speaking on the podcast, Spotlights with Freda is the podcast that I do, and that actually came into existence in 2020.
Okay.
During COVID season. And when you hear this voice just continually speaking to you, I ignored it in the beginning because I am not the type of person that just get out and talk. And so everybody's actually shocked now that I'm doing this podcast.
Yeah. So are you normally a shy person?
Right. I used to be, but now I'm more outgoing and like to talk. And what Spotlights with Freda is about is acknowledging women.
Okay.
That's what it started off in the beginning, acknowledging women. And I say this because at one point in time, I was not the type of person that really had a lot of women friends because I feel like women always was against each other.
Okay.
Until I became older. And now I see that we all are sisters. We can connect with each other, support each other, uplift one another.
And I think it's as we get older. And I don't know why it takes a little bit for us to get this when we're older. Because then we're around younger people and we're like, gosh, can't they get it?
Right.
When are they going to grow up and get it like we did?
Right, yes.
Because it is about women empowering one another and lifting one another up and then being encouragement.
Right.
There shouldn't be no competition with each other. And so, so you stepped out of your comfort zone to start your podcast. And so it's specifically for women. Do you have men come on too?
Right. Men do come on too. Originally started out with women. And as I begin to move forward with it, it's like a lot of men are doing great things out in the community as well. You have men that are mentors and all to young men. And so I'm like, I want to bring men on too. To let people see a different version of a male. Because a lot of times, you think only not so good things about males. So I brought men on, and so I have guests on, and they tell their story, what they do. And Spotlights with Freda is about inspiration, testimonies, empowerment, networking. So if you've ever been a part of Spotlights with Freda, watched it, it's no reason that you should not got anything at it, because the resources are there. Because I bring people awareness, domestic violence. I'm going to have a young lady in about a week or so coming on to speak about domestic violence, breast cancer awareness, financial. We all need to know about finances. I bring people on speaking about mental illness. Mental awareness, and all different subjects. Every subject and topic is important. And my main thing is to let the women and men know that I see you, not physical form, but I see you, what you're doing in the community, and it's important.
And I love it because you and I, originally, I used to write for a magazine, which was Pain to Purpose,
Right,
Tangy wrote
yes.
for, and you're
Yes.
still, I'm assuming you're still a contributing writer with the
Yes,
magazine.
yes,
And
yes.
so that's how we got connected. And so I've been on your show because of being a writer, and we connected.
Right.
And then I was on
yes.
your show this year again, highlighting my professional maximizer stuff.
Right.
And so you do go on there talking about community and bringing awareness. And I love that you try to be transparent and helpful, you know, with the community and doing that. So I definitely need to get with you on some of these people that you've had on your show to get them on my show, because, you know, we all have different platforms. We got so many podcasts that are out here today. So we should all be reaching out to help one another and passing on names. I'm always putting plugs out, telling people, you know, connect with this person, connect with that person. That's one thing, because I want people to do that for me.
Right.
But I believe people are only going to get known by what is shared about them.
Right.
And that's one of the things that my father, Professor Gary Lee, told me. He said, Robin, you're not that important. It's the people that surround you that make you that important. Right. They talk about you. What they say is what's going to, I mean, even though you are important in who you are, but he's talking about as far as like your brand, your business and such, you know, let other people talk about you. So I didn't realize all that. And so, you know, I've just been highlighting people over the years, and it's like, it's come back. It's come back. Yes. People have highlighted me. People have connected with me. They've sent people my direction. I'm so humbly grateful for that, because, and I'm going to keep doing it. It's a cycle.
Right.
It's a positive cycle.
A positive cycle.
You know, of passing it on. What's that movie used to be, Passing It Forward or something like that?
Right.
You know, taking something and passing it on to somebody else and be a blessing. So, you know, I think it's awesome what you're doing. And so you started getting into doing this because you didn't have a lot of women that you were being surrounded by that were in a positive environment, and you wanted to bring positive. So you brought change. Right. That's what it was all about. She brought change. I love it. Yes. So with the podcast, how can people get on your show to, you know, because I know you have when I reached out to her to talk about my event, I said, hey, Freda, can I come on your show to promote the event, you know, with your platform? And she's like, yeah, but I don't have it till this. And I was like, oh, she gets it booked up. I'm like, mine's just on a whim, you know, but yours is like scheduled out. So how can people get in touch with you so they can get on that schedule?
Yes, get on the schedule. You can reach me. My Facebook page is Freda Campbell. You can DM me through Freda Campbell, or you can email me at spotlightswithfreda@yahoo.com. Okay. So that option is available as well. And reach out. Share your story. No one can tell your story like you can tell your story.
I love it. So, Freda, you also, as we discussed how we met, as a writer. You're a writer with Pain to Purpose, and you said that was your first magazine that you actually wrote for. So what inspired you to get into writing? Because you're now also a writer for two magazines, Pain to Purpose and S.W.I.F.T magazine. So which is my magazine. So yes.
As far as writing, even in high school, I always liked to write. I never brought it into existence. You know, I have all these thoughts all the time. Wherever I'm going, I'm taking paper with me, writing thoughts down. I wake up in the middle of the night with thoughts and I write it down. I actually have some published books that I have like on bullying and also a devotional and a coloring book. So that's where it all started from high school. I just like to write, put it on paper, and like it say, write the vision, make it plain. Yeah. So put it on paper. I just write, and so that's what.
So what are some of the topics that you write about? I know one of the ones I really like that you wrote about sisterhood. That was one of the last one or two issues that we did that you wrote. And so, what are some of the topics you write about?
Some of the other topics I write about focus towards like relationships, because the magazine is geared towards single women, but also, you know, married women are a part to give encouragement to single women. Yes. And so I write about relationships, the importance of having communication in a relationship. A lot of times where we are so picky about what we want in a man, and we have to open ourselves up to, because no one's perfect. You're not going to find a perfect man. Yeah. So what are you willing to let go, in order to find that perfect man.
What are some things to let go to find that perfect man?
Some things, well, you can't, I've heard some women say, well, I want him, he got to have perfect toes. He's got to have perfect teeth. He's got to have this particular, a certain type of car. All those things should matter. What should matter if, the number one thing should matter if the man has God in their heart.
Amen.
That should be the number one thing. And also about respect, love, not so much about the physical and the things that the man have.
Okay. So. All right, that's some good topics, to write about. And that's what's so awesome about the S.W.I.F.T magazine is because Freda is married. And so she can still be inspirational, to that woman that is single. And so she's taking what gifts that she has in writing, and she's creating an article with a column title and making it her own. And she's doing that in Pain to Purpose, I'm sure, too. And she's out here in the community serving. Now, because you don't get paid for the things that we, to do with this. And I love that because, I have my Focus Forward Robin show, as I was sharing earlier. That's my business show. That's the one I get paid. That's my income, but this, the Voice of Vision and Truth is my community give back, just like with Spotlights with Freda.
Right.
And so I think that's pretty amazing that, you're taking your voice that you have and you are sharing it with community, because some people are here to serve with giving. Some people are here to serve with, time, and some people are here to serve with media, and that's what we're doing. We're serving with media, and so kudos to you for doing that. Where do you see yourself at, say, within a year, with your vision of doing media with the podcast?
I see myself, with Spotlights with Freda, that is a platform that I created, but I want that platform to go bigger.
Okay.
I always look at bigger. Do not settle. I've learned to not settle and believe that it can be bigger. So that's what I want, to go bigger.
All right. And well, what happened with me? I was told when I got interviewed by our editor for the magazine, publisher Brandy Hunt. She interviewed me on her show, and I was writing for magazines and doing interviews, and she looked at me and she says, now, what your vision is. You don't just write for magazines. You want to have your own magazine. And I was like, she spoke that into existence on me.
Yes, I love Brandy.
And then also with the media, I want to have my own media facility one day. That's I want to be. That's something that's been in my mind for a couple years, and I'm just praying for that right opportunity for it to happen when God sets it up, to have a big building where I can do my magazines and I can do my media, my interviews, have my team come in, do the cooking and the food blogging. I do all that. That's the vision.
Yes.
So
I see that. We bring that into existence.
That's right.
That's
right. Well, I'm so glad that you welcomed me in your home in Duncan, South Carolina, to come talk to you, and you share your vision and your truth. So if you could say something positive to encourage someone, what would you say to help them to focus forward, to tell their vision and their truth?
Do not let the hills stop you from your purpose. Keep going.
I love it. Well, this is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward Robin on the go, because you never know where I'm going to be. I'm right here in Duncan, South Carolina with Miss Freda Campbell with Spotlights with Freda and the columnist writer for S.W.I.F.T magazine and Pain to Purpose. I just wanted to be an encouragement to her today and you today to remember, no matter what you face, if you think a thing, you will believe a thing. If you believe it, you will achieve it. Also, make sure if you want to be on the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast, reach out to your girl, Robin Shockley, on all social media platforms. Y'all be blessed.
Be blessed.
Do you have a story to bring positive impact of change to the next generation or even this generation? Contact your girl Robin Shockley on all social media platforms to tell your story on the Voice of Vision and Truth podcast.